Welcome to my final project for LATI Teen Triple Feature, conceived by the members of Teen Advisory Board, directed by Rachel Reznick of the Howard County Library. Special thanks to Executive Producer and Acting Supervisor Katie George, who gave our project the green light. Thanks, Katie. Here we can observe the wild teen specialist in her native habitat. At home amidst the clutter, she works diligently to plan classes, events, and workshops for her teen customers. One event that she hosts is called Teen Advisory Board, a monthly forum for teens to voice their opinions on library events, materials, and policies that affect them as customers. Teen advisory boards are common in many libraries. They're a great way to get teen input on all kinds of things, like what magazines to buy, what CDs they wish the library owned, and most importantly, what library events will they actually come to, so that, after planning for months, we librarians don't end up sharing our efforts with nothing but a few chirping crickets. While I love to get my teen advisory board's input, a lot of our programming ideas must be planned many months in advance in order for our marketing department to promote them. While I'm grateful for all their hard work and lovely results, I wanted to plan an event with my teen advisory board that would realize their ideas the way the kids of today are used to. Fast. Since the school year was coming to an end, I decided I would work with Teen Advisory Board to come up with a fun summer event that everyone would enjoy. They would come up with an idea. They would plan the details. I would do all the hard work to make it happen. Pretty sweet deal there, guys. But of course, I wasn't working alone. Teen Advisory Board couldn't exist without Teen Time, our after-school program led by the woman on the right, Carmen Albuerne. Carmen and her wonderful staff helped me run my meetings, contributed ideas, bought supplies, and even helped staff the night of the event. But I'm getting ahead of myself. First, we had to actually pick an idea. At our April meeting, I proposed to Teen Advisory Board that we plan something fun for the summer. To keep suggestions realistic, in other words, no trips to Disneyland, I offered candy to everyone who could give me a good idea. Hey, a little bribery goes a long way. Also, you'll notice food and drinks on the table. No Teen Advisory Board meeting is complete without these. Trust me. We came up with a great list of ideas during the meeting, then we voted on the results. I let them raise their hands for anything that appealed to them, and kept track of all the popular ideas. Many of the kids wanted to do more than one thing, of course, and that left me with a whole bunch of great ideas for the fall. Now the only thing left to do was to pick the winning idea of the day. The winner was an interesting twist on your standard movie night. Instead of showing one movie on one screen, we'd show 3 movies on 3 screens, all at the same time. They'd be in different areas of the building, of course, and the best part was a concession stand in the lobby, with free ice cream and other snacks. It's no wonder it was a winner. Now all I had to do was figure out what to call it. With that problem solved, we just had to pick the movies. This flyer makes no secret of what we picked, but that process took us all of May's Teen Advisory Board meeting. To be eligible, a title had to be both popular and library safe. I could go as high as PG-13, but even some of those were off limits. In the end, there was one thing that made me feel pretty safe about our picks. Behold the all-powerful parent permission slip, complete with each movie title and rating. Every teen needed one of these to attend. But movie content wasn't the only reason we had to use them. Naturally, turning the library into a movie theater meant this event would take place after we were closed. Legally, we needed these to have minors in the building at all. So that was a nice win-win. So now I had 2 big problems to solve. First, how to get the word out. What fun would all this be without a ton of kids? I was lucky that all this coincided with the summer reading game. That meant I'd be visiting as many schools as I could to promote the game. But who said I couldn't promote my event too? All told, I talked up our event to nearly 800 teens. Problem 2. How to get the stuff. This is what 3 sets of speakers, 3 projectors, and 3 DVD players look like in my tiny office. I was lucky other branches were gracious enough to lend me some equipment, or Teen Triple Feature could never have happened. Meanwhile, my freezer at home was stuffed with 5 huge containers of ice cream. We were about ready to go. The drinks were cooling in the fridge, the snacks were loaded onto a cart. Now all I needed were some volunteers ready to man the concession stand when the mob burst in the front door. And burst through they did. I'm sorry this picture is a bit dark, but it's the only one I have that gives you an idea of how crowded it was in those first 15 minutes. Luckily, staff were able to get everyone through the line very quickly. Because there were so many kids, I had to make rules about snack and drink refills. Luckily, we didn't get 800 teens, just 65. I prepared for about 100, so we had plenty to go around. Still, this event drew in far more teens than I've ever had before. Looks like implementing suggestions from Teen Advisory Board is a good idea. As you can imagine, 65 teens is way too many for one stressed-out teen specialist to handle alone. I had a lot of support from library staff, who supervised every movie in pairs and also patrolled the building. But as it turned out, we had no real behavior issues at all, as long as you don't count general rambunctiousness. And with teens, who would? All told, everyone had a great time. I think some of it was simply the novelty of being in the building after hours that brought out all kinds of fun and silliness. I'm sure the sugar rush didn't hurt either. Many of the teens said they would come again, and one girl told me it was the most funnest thing ever. Moments like those make it all worthwhile. Of course, I still have 2 full pages of ideas left to work with. I'm definitely interested in doing some of them in the fall, and in coming up with some brand new ideas with my Teen Advisory Board next year. As long as they can dream, I want to be the one who can make those dreams happen. Knowing that you will listen when they talk is the first step to building a relationship with teens as customers, and as friends. Now it just remains for me to thank all the staff and volunteers who helped out with Teen Triple Feature. To everyone who helped out, even if you're not pictured here, a big hearty thanks. I'm going to do something unconventional with my last slide. I want to show in about 20 seconds the photos I couldn't fit in the main slideshow. I know I'm not supposed to do this, but do you want to be the one to tell the kids there was no room for them in the slideshow? I didn't think so. Thanks very much for watching.